Hello there, people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this video. My name is Pun Food, or just Pun if you prefer, and this is level 2, Bottle Grotto. In here, they're gonna check to see if you have magic powder, because you need it to escape. That's good if you learned how to open the things. Anyway. Defeat both skeletons, and you get yourself your first key of the dungeon. Then, if we head back to this locked door in here, I don't think you really need to go over here ever, like at all. But, I don't know, I personally think it's fun to go over and do this, shouldn't need a key for anything much. But this gives you the beak, so if you get stuck, you can now ask for help. And actually, this might be required, especially on a first-time playthrough, for one very simple fact about this dungeon that I'm not the hugest fan of. Anyway, without a key, we can't go in that door yet, but we're literally gonna probably get one here. Part of the floor is raised. Tap the shining crystal. And we immediately lower the floor. So, unfortunately, they're just out of range. So they're going to ask me to go around. Anyway, we can hit this crystal from inside. And you, skeleton, are you known as like a Stalfos knight? I don't know. But with that, we can grab ourselves a key, and since we're going to have to come back here anyway, we might as well move forward before we come back. You can grab the magic powder, flip the switch, and that causes a chest to spawn. With that, we can flip that switch. So the other one would stand on the switch, but this one would actually be flip anyway. And grab a small key. With it, our path over here is a bit easier. And we can kill these shy guys, which you have to do by getting behind them and using a spin attack. It drops a key over there, which unfortunately we have to go all the way back around for. You wouldn't even really need that key if you didn't, what do you want to call it? If you didn't choose, you wouldn't need the key if you didn't go back for the stone beak, but considering the stone beak is basically required, given the dungeon, I'm going to make a save really quick, just so... I'm going to make a save here, actually. Okay. And there's... The reason I'm doing that... Oh, I need this to be, There we go. And the reason I'm making a save is, simply because... Oh, I didn't need to defeat them. I could have just... Oops. But... The very specific... Okay. Push him away a bit and then defeat him. The reason I'm making a save is because this dungeon is probably where I experienced my first death in my first playthrough of this game, I believe. So, I'm just making sure. Anyway, got the compass, new feature, blah blah blah. I didn't need this room either. So there are a couple rooms in this dungeon you don't need, but you get enough keys easy enough that I wouldn't call it a key source management dungeon. You know, unlike... I don't remember what dungeon it was that sucked with keys. And like you have to make sure you don't misuse it. It was mostly in the original Legend of Zelda, where you could lock yourself out of using keys. But it was also occasionally, I want to say in one of the later Zeldas, I just can't remember which one. It's definitely a 2D one. It might have been A Link to the Past. Probably was. Ow. He's gonna say, make every block design the same. Basically, they're just asking you to do that. And when you do that, stairway. Cool. Jump on it, and then we can use our handy roc's feather to jump over these. For a second dungeon, I think this one teaches you about the on-off switch mechanic and about some other stuff pretty good, but I do think that it is a bit lacking in overall, like, tutorialness. I feel like, especially after we go through this door, it kind of throws you in the deep end a little bit for some of it. Anyway, we encounter this guy. I forget what his name is, but it's probably just Cyclops, honestly. We're going to make sure we have our fairies out. He's going to try to run at you and grab you and throw you, and he's also going to throw bombs. Or maybe he's a Hinox, because Hinoxes have one eye. Goes down pretty easy. Not the toughest version of that fight, even. I remember I was on hero mode when I lost to him. That's why. Okay. This is where we have our warp to the entrance, but I shouldn't need it for now. I'm going to save those hearts just in case I do need those. Now here is the reason why you might need the owl beak, like, as a requirement. Because first, defeat the imprisoned Pole's voice. Last, the skeletal Stalfos. So that will become relevant in just a little bit. Anyway, we have to deal with some sort of vortex. Not a black hole, because if it was a black hole, it would completely suck us in, but you know. I always thought that the lines on the map were nonsense with how they lined up, but now I see that they actually line up in a way that makes sense, except for where the red mark is on the map. Or some of the other stuff, unless we count certain things as walls. But yeah, I always thought they were random, like, squiggles, and they didn't make any sense, but now I see kind of what they were going for, I think. Not too sure, though. Anyway. Sucking on us a little bit there. But, I have enough magic powder that I can just grab the red rupee. Joy! Don't tell me what to feel. Anyway. Ah! I didn't quite get it. Anyway, it's giving you that powder for a reason. Because the moment you try to defeat the boos, they won't. Until you turn on the light. Pretty simple, just teaching you about lighting stuff, but then again, it never really comes up again in the game. At least I don't remember. So, kind of pointless tutorial. I would feel like in the second dungeon they would want to teach you about stuff still that will be coming up repeatedly, which is why the on-off switches are a good thing. But I think the whole... I'll get to the room when I get to it. You found the power bracelet. At last, you can pick up pots and stones. Anyway, now we'll take the thing. The power bracelet in the on the Game Boy was its own item slot, and it's probably single-handedly the reason why I want to play this version of the game, because I do not want to deal with stupid, like, what do you want to call it? Really stupid just item slot shenanigans stuff with, like, oh, I need to lift something. If I ever want to lift something, I need the power bracelet. It's very stupid, very silly. Anyway, we have a small key, but it's not good enough. It's not just like, oh, did you use your small keys to get hints elsewhere? You know, too bad you're locked out of whatever. No, it's not just that. You need to go in this room, I'm pretty sure. Unless I completely forgot. I already messed it up. I was already tempted to just kill the first thing I saw. But first, what you have to do is you have to push that, push this, release the thing, take the power bracelet, kill the Pole's voice with it, grab the piece of power, kill the keys, and then defeat the Stalfos. And that spawns a chest, but only if you do it in that order. And that mechanic never comes up again where you have to kill specific enemies in a specific order. So why are they introducing it in the second dungeon? Like, I think level 1 is designed very well. I don't know if it's the best Zelda design. I don't care to, rate that. But, like, level 2, it requires you to do a puzzle to beat the dungeon. It's not just like, oh, you used one of your keys. If you want another one, you have to pick it up here. No, it is straight up the boss key is locked in that chest that requires you to do a puzzle that never appears again in the game. Like, that's not second dungeon stuff. That's like 6th dungeon, I guess it's all about having a sort of unique identity of, like, this is a dungeon with a stupid puzzle where you just have to either memorize the solution or go pick up a item that's basically unnecessary. But whatever. Oh, and I also hate this section. I think level 2 might be actually my least favorite dungeon in the game. It's bland, and also the puzzles suck. This guy won't lower unless you stand on him with a pot, and it took me way too long to realize that my first time playing this game. Anyway, frustrations aside, we've made it to the boss. I will keep my fairy on hand, considering I'm going in with only 5 hearts. Or 4 hearts out of 5. I'm gonna take a quick moment to compose myself. Alright. It looks like an Octorok, but it's not. It's actually... Ho ho ho! I'm your bad guy this time! Ho ho ho! It's actually Genie! Because Genie in a bottle. It makes sense that they were going for teaching you about the throwing mechanic. But it does... I feel like this guy could have been a cool, like, boss later. I don't know. Like, Moldor first makes sense. But, this guy second. Feels like they could have waited, but I guess they needed to give you the strength upgrade, whatever. Oh, I can't move, but I'm still alright. Your little sword won't break this bottle. Even the walls here look tougher than that dinky thing. That's a hint. You can't damage him with the sword, but if you pick him up and throw him, you start to break his bottle. Yeah, you can't hurt me as long as I have my bottle. So in the Game Boy, this fight would suck even more because you would need to have your sword out, but the best way to dodge his attacks is Rock's Feather, and then to pick him up you would need the bracelet equipped. So yeah. And you need your sword to actually damage him to make him go into his bottle so you can knock it over and pick it up and throw it. See, if I don't do that, he just comes bouncing and it'll hurt you. After 3 hits, his bottle is broken. Wag! You broke my bottle! Why, you make me hopping mad! Alright. He starts to spin around, and you want to avoid the real one as best as possible, because he'll throw a giant fireball, and you gotta just hit him as he swings his fists at you. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, wow, it took him down that fast? I'm used to playing in hero mode, but I don't think hero mode increases the health on boss enemies. Maybe I'm just not used to playing that risky on hero mode, like getting close to them and taking a hit, because it would be like instant death on hero mode with double damage, but whatever. You got a heart container. Your maximum number of hearts increased, and your health has been refilled too. Alright, that makes 6. And here we are, already at our second instrument. You got the conch horn. Is it conch? It's conch. You got the conch horn. Prairie. Prairie. The prairie is waiting. Well, alright then. Now we technically don't need Bow Wow because we can lift the rocks. And this opens up so much of the world. Okay. Okay, let me paint a picture. If this game is a Metroidvania because you cannot access this upper part here. You could access this very beginning of Gopanga Swamp, but you need Bow Wow to get through. And you can't access this part without the Rock's Feather. You also can't access the Wasteland and Cemetery without the Rock's Feather either. But opening up the world, once you have the bracelet, you can now take this upper path. You can now connect these areas, but you can take this upper path all the way over to Tall Tall Heights. You can also go up in here a little bit. You can also come down to this area and basically almost all of the center of the map, basically, with just the bracelet. This is probably the most useful item in the game, but not for like dungeon exploration or combat. But basically, it's why I said that this item alone was what made me want to play the Switch version. Because literally, always having to switch it anytime there was a rock in my way would get way too annoying way too fast. It would not rock at all. Anyway, Crazy Tracy's and Mambo Pond. I don't know why they're giving a down arrow for Mambo Pond when it's right there, and it's like, that's not really down, but whatever. Anyway, let's head into Crazy Tracy's, and this is possibly best place to go, though I don't know if I can do anything really here. Anyway. Hey there, big guy. I'm Crazy Tracy. I've got a little secret for sale that'll pump you up. Will you give me 28 rupees for my secret? As much as it seems like a scam or something illegal, you should give her the rupees. Alright, come here and I'll rub it on you. There, I've applied my own secret medicine. It will take effect when you lose all heart. Drop by again, big guy. Here's some bonus treatment. Behold, your hearts are full. So, for 28 rupees, actually I believe the price varies, but you can get what is effectively a fairy in other Zelda games, and it's the secret medicine. Basically, if you lose all hearts, you get revived on the spot with it. And it's shown that you have it by having the white outline around your hearts. Pretty cool. Definitely recommend coming here for that reason. And now we can head back to town. And we probably should. I'm gonna get rid of the fairy so I don't accidentally use it. Oh yeah, we now technically unlock this, although there's not much to really do here without a shovel. So I think my next priority is let's get a shovel. Okay, they have to have also increased the enemy's health on hero mode. Because, like, there's no way those enemies were that easy. If I had known that it increased enemy HP, then I might have chosen hero mode as like if it wasn't just a reduction in my total hits I could take, but like also an increase in enemy hits. I don't know. Anyway, good seeing you. Got your other stuff squared away for right now? In that case, let's step into my shack. Okay. He's pressuring us to go to his shack. Anyway, heading over here. I forget what's in here. Oh, this is a simple puzzle that we can do as long as we have the glove things. Oh, I already messed up, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. Okay. Ow. Well, then let's exit and come back really quick. I'm gonna do a bit of secret hunting for the rest of the episode, I think. Seems like the best course of action. Okay. Oh. Yeah, do that. Then do that. Then... Can do that, do that. Pick this up. Get our piece of heart. You got a piece of heart! Alright, cool. And then we can move that. Boom! Purple rupee. Very nice. Okay. So, the reason I'm doing secret hunting is... I could make progress towards the next dungeon. Maybe I should, but... Anyway. From here, we now have access to... these little warp things. But it's only displaying this one. For now. Because it's the only one we've unlocked. Anyway. And also there are more warps in this game than there were in, on the Game Boy. Anyway, let's head in here, and the most important thing we can buy... Well, let's buy the shovel first. Luck shovel seems expensive. Shovel is important for finding secrets. Unfortunately, we can only have the dog for so long because of reasons. With the shovel... Oh, I need to buy that piece of heart, but I didn't have the cash, I believe. Okay, with the bombs or whatever, I'm going to make a cut, I think. And I'll meet you back there. Okay. So, with the bombs, in the last part, we were in Tail Cave, and there is this crack in the wall. If you come back with bombs, there is secrets. Though, how worth it they are, I can't really remember, and I don't think they were very. Oh, actually, it's very worth it. It's a secret seashell. So, very worth it because you will need those secret seashells for something. We only have 3 right now, but we're about to get, like, a good chunk more. Anyway, there are more secrets to discover, but how do I want to go about this? If the rest of the episode is just secrets, I think that's fine. Okay, I'll meet you back when I find something interesting to talk about. Actually, never mind. I didn't make any cuts at all, and you might be wondering why I was in silence. It's because I thought I was going to make a cut, but I right now realized I have the shovel, and I have access to everything, well, that I can access right now. And I figure it would be good to take Bow Wow kind of just everywhere. Right now, here's this monkey. Bow Wow can just eat him. But, oh yeah, with the, bracelet, we can now get this chest, which I believe is just rupees. That's great, because I need that heart piece from the shop, but with that you can come up here. You need another ability to get over there, but there's this house, which I believe has a secret seashell. Yeah, right here. You can also grab this later, but don't have to. You can come grab it now. It's fine. We will be coming back here later. I'm now predicting maybe with how many secrets there... Well, actually, this is probably taking the place of a full episode of just secret hunting, so maybe never mind. Oh, with bombs, we can open this cave. It's a good thing we grab bombs, because now they'll naturally spawn. And there's something in here, but we can't see it yet, so we'll come back for that in a minute. And by a minute, I mean much, much later. I believe you need to at least beat level 4, I want to say. Anyway, main reason we brought Bow Wow is so that Bow Wow can potentially tell us where it is we need to dig. Because I remember there was a dig spot. Hey, Bow Wow. Do we have to dig down here? Is down here a place we have to dig? Maybe not. Okay. Never mind. I guess down here was not a place we had to dig. Unless? No. Okay. So... oh, yeah. I'm just on the hunt for dig spots that Bow Wow can easily find, or at least more easily than me. I know there's some stuff in the forest to do. So... oh, yeah. There's actually a good chunk of stuff to do in the forest. First things first, this boulder, we can now pick it up, so that's an immediate, you know, thing. And that gets us a secret seashell. Next up is, over here, blah, blah, blah. Let's head this way, and I just want to double check that there isn't some sort of, what do you want to call it? Ow. That there isn't any shell spots down over here. Though Bow Wow did seem pretty intent on coming up this way, so maybe there's one up here? Keeping moving this way. Could heal at the ferry. I guess I don't need to, though. So yeah. Obviously, in the circle of flowers, he wants us to dig. Because there's a secret seashell. So Bow Wow is a great way to find these seashells. The Switch version also added a lot more secret seashells. So that's something. Anyway. Down these stairs. I thought they didn't let Bow Wow in here. Anyway. If we take out our magic powder, we can light this altar. And we summon Little Devil. Hey kid, you woke me up from a fine nap. Thanks a lot, but now I'll get my revenge. Are you ready? I'll let you carry more magic powder. Hehe. Are you ready? No. Okay, I'll let you carry more bombs. Hee. Are you ready? Yes. So, this guy allows you to carry more of one of your, consumable items, I guess. Like bombs, you know, magic powder. Stuff that requires, like, specific ammunition. I'm kind of glad they did away with... well, they didn't get rid of arrows and bombs in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. But I am a fan of the decision to make everything stamina-based in Link Between Worlds. But yeah, you can now carry more bombs. Cool. I want shovel, actually. Anyway. This is a secret I didn't find until after beating the game. I don't know. I don't think I looked it up, but it was one that I didn't find until after beating the game. So it was just one of those, like... you know, wish I had known about it sooner. And you can't do anything in there yet, so I don't know why they even let you get into there. I guess to tease you, to make you remember it. Like, you know, make it more recent, because, like, by the time you get the upgrade you need to do that one, it'll probably fade from your memory. Especially if you have no clue about what that upgrade could be. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to head back through here, because we need to now do this puzzle, which we can now do. But I think I actually need to... oh, no, this works. Okay. Cool. Can just... I don't know why they don't let you push some rocks when you could easily solve a puzzle if you were just able to push them. Like that one. Anyway, piece of heart. And through here, I believe there is another shell dig spot. Hi. Let's grab this because it doesn't really take up an inventory slot in the traditional way. And we can always redeem it later for more stuff. Can I not dig there? Guess not. Okay. Is it here that I need to dig? No. It's up here. In between the leaves. And that's our next secret seashell. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else. These are likes. They'll steal your shield, and you won't get it back, so you'll have to go buy another one. Not the worst enemy, but they do kind of suck. Anyway. Anything I can do in here? I forget what this cave has. It has a jump we can easily make to get red rupee. Joy! Don't tell me how to feel. Anyway. And this, which requires the, glove, or the bracelet or whatever, for a purple ruby. Very nice. Anyway, I believe that's everything. Is that like all the secrets up till this point? So I honestly thought it was that off pile of ground, but it's actually, I guess, under this bush. Which is why I brought Bow Wow for this, because this one always was tripping me up. Like, was it in the cave? Where was it, you know? We can go up this ladder here, but there's not really much other than, music. The fish stirs in the egg. You are there. Up to this upper mountain range, which reveals so much of the map now. This is a very late game area, and the only thing you can access from here is this owl statue. But, just looking at the map, there's only one other place I can think to go right now. Which, oh, to Ball Wasteland, I need to do stuff here. Do I extend the episode a bit? Sure. We're going for... It's not really extended. I don't have like a set length on these. Like just not yesterday, but yesterday for me, not for you. I uploaded a video that was like an hour and a half, you know. So there we go. Cool. Let's go over here and grab this thing. Come over here. Alright. So, under this rock, this is important. This is a teleporter that wasn't here in the original, on the Game Boy Color. And this allows us to quickly warp to any other place. There were only like 3 teleport places. One here, one here. I think the last one was over here. Oh, and there's one there. And I think that was literally it. So, for sake of convenience is another reason I wanted to play this version. There's Dompe's Shack, which we won't get into for now. But, I believe he said dig there. Yeah. I guess I didn't need Bow Wow. I just remembered where he said to dig. Careful of the crows, though. Anyway. I just want to mosey around this wasteland. And check for any potential secrets I might be missing out on. Oh, I remember he said to dig over here, right? Something like that. Should be right in there, yeah. Luckily, in this version, I remember some of these shells you still had to dig on the Game Boy, and you, like, needed Bow Wow, because, like, they were, like, almost impossible to find. They didn't have as much detail, like, surrounding the spots where they were to indicate, yeah, dig here, you know. Anyway. there is no way to get this heart yet. Oh no. I might use my fair. Oh my god, I'm gonna. I have the revive. But I need hearts. Okay. Okay. Cool. Oh, I should double check the graveyard, make sure there's nothing here. Like really double check, you know. Okay. There we go. Must have both remarkable power and courage enough to face this trial alone. I'm guessing that just means don't bring Bow Wow. But, you know. Anyway. Let's just make sure we don't completely die. And we can now enter Uki Prairie. And I think it might be fun to bring Bow Wow around, but honestly, I think I'm going to just try to rely on my natural memory of secrets. Because, like, before I didn't know where all the seashells were, but now I kind of do. So I think, unfortunately, it might be time to say goodbye to Bow Wow. Alright. Hello, Madam Meow Meow. Ho ho ho. I really appreciate what you did for my poor precious Bow Wow. You are such a nice boy. How can I ever repay you? I know. Smooch. You got a reward from Madam Meow Meow. Lucky. Sure. Well, Bow Wow is back home. And I guess we'll head out to explore the prairie next time. But for now, my name has been and will be tomorrow, and the day after that, 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 and always will be Pun Food. I don't know. We did some good secret hunting today. I'm just actually going to pull that up really quick. We got 10 of the shells, and I believe there are 50 in this game, so it's pretty good. And we got a lot done. Did the dungeon. But part of me feels like there are a few more secrets than I remember, and I'm not immediately at level 3, so maybe this series will last a bit longer than like 10 episodes or 12. But I think that depends on how much I really go after secrets. And there is a certain thing that I don't know that I'll cover, but if I do decide to cover it, the series could easily go into like, 16 episodes. But I probably won't.